Hey, what is up, guys? Twins here, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to basically make one of your old computers into a Ubuntu server. This could be useful for if you want to host a website in your house and you don't want to pay for VPS or hosting. If you want to host a Minecraft server, you can host that on your computer, node computer, so it wouldn't lag, and basically just host any type of server that you want. It pretty much works with basically any type of server. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that. Now, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and go to www.ubuntu.com. I will link that in the description. And then once this loads, this kind of depends on you. If you guys want to install a server basically just installs a command line, a terminal. It will not install any basically any buttons, basically no desktop, no video graphics, no graphics at all. This you want to make completely server. But if you are like me and you want to let other people use computer if they want to ever borrow it, and you just don't know how to control all that black screen with text, you might want to download Ubuntu Desktop. Ubuntu Desktop will let you access the internet, basically installs pictures, if you will. Basically, you can press any button, you can press buttons and stuff. So it will basically look like this compared to the server, which would just be a black screen. So I recommend you download this one. Depends if you're very new to Ubuntu. And then once you download this, the next thing you want to download whichever you want. You click get Ubuntu now, and you would just choose if your computer is 64-bit or 32-bit. If your computer is less than 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32-bit is a way to go. But if it's more than if it's more than 2 gigabytes, you can install 64-bit. You download it, and then or you can download a torrent. Sorry about that. It would basically download just an ISO file, which is basically what a CD uses to read. And now the next thing you want to download is, if let's say you don't have a disk to burn or your computer doesn't burn disk, you can download Rufus. This program will basically make it so you can create a bootable USB drive and basically just load up your drive, your USB, like as if it was a disk. So you install the ISO into this, and then to the USB and into your computer. The USB drive needs to be at least I believe 4 gigabytes or 3 or somewhere around that. It depends on the ISO file. You can check later. And then once you download this program, and once you download the ISO might take a while, like 10 minutes or something like that, depending on your internet. Once you download that, you want to go ahead and open that up. Now you have those ISO. You will only have one, either the server or the desktop. I have both because I needed both. And then you want to look up and open up the program Rufus wherever you saved it. I will not go ahead to the process of installing it. You just want to open it up, and then you want to find your USB devices plugged in. I don't have any USB plugged in right now. And then you want to just open that up, and then you're gonna go system type will depend on the flash drive, and then file system, cluster size, all depends on the flash drive, basically, pretty much. And then all this stuff is gonna load up by itself once you plug in the flash drive. And then you're gonna just leave this all together by itself, and then over here where it says free DOS, this is the part you want to change. You want to click that and click ISO image, because you can see right here, this is .iso. Click ISO image, click this little button right next to it, and you would just basically locate the file. Mine is right here in new folder. Once you locate the file, you click whichever you want to install, server or desktop. You only have one, so here's desktop, and then you click new volume label. You leave that as is, and you click start. Once you have of course your USB device plugged in, and then once you have that installed, you would need to I'll show you guys. Okay, guys, the first thing you want to do on your new computer, the old computer, if you will, you're gonna open up the flash drive. You're gonna plug it into your computer, and now you're gonna figure out a way to open the boot menu. Usually, when you turn it on, it tells you press F3, it's usually F10, F8, one around those. It tells you to click it to open up the boot menu. You then move with the arrow keys and choose USB. Once you have done that, you need to follow the process that I will show right now. Okay, once you plug in the USB and open up the boot menu, it will tell you to try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. You click install Ubuntu. It will then ask you to download and install third-party software. That's up to you if you want to check it up. And then it will tell you to select the Wi-Fi. You could connect it to the Wi-Fi. You don't have to connect it. It's up to you again. And you could this part is important. You could install it alongside Windows 7 or not. It's actually up to you. It just depends on how much memory you have in your computer. You will then choose if you're sure, and then you're gonna select your location on the map. Once you do this, it will select your keyboard. You could click the far keyboard layout, just test it, and then you're gonna sign up with your username. And this is very important to remember your computer's name and your username. This is a very important thing to remember. you will see in the future right now. And then it's gonna tell you to, once it's finished installing, it's gonna tell you to restart. And then once you restart it, you'll be done. Okay guys, now that you have fully set up your Ubuntu desktop or server, the first thing you want to do is open up the terminal, and you can find that easily by going over here and just typing terminal, and it should pop up. Sorry, my computer's a little laggy. The first thing that pops up, you extern terminal. They should all work the same, so any of them is fine. I prefer this one since the default one. Okay, let me just make my window a little bigger. Okay, now the first thing you want to get is sudo apt-get update. This is the first command you should run. I'm not gonna run it because I just already run it before, and it takes quite a while. So you wanna install this one, and then once you have that one done, the next command you should it might ask you some questions, and you can just type Y and click enter, and it should run correct, and you should complete installing. And the next command you want to run is sudo apt-get upgrade. This one's actually gonna take a little while longer, at least it did for me. It depends on your internet and your bandwidth, so it shouldn't take that long if you have good internet and you have a computer. And now, if you guys are like me, oh no, actually wait, there's one command. Let me step back a little bit. Okay, now there's two basic commands that you should use to keep track of basically the space and RAM that you're using for your server. And the first command you should get is sudo apt-get install htop. Now this is after you run the update and upgrade command. You should install this one. This one doesn't take that long. You type in your password. When you ask for your password, you type your system password, the one that you use to sign up when you install the server, and then it should install. It doesn't take that long. I think some Ubuntu come installed with it. And now the first other command is free, and this one already comes installed. You just type free, and it tells you the details of it. But as you can see right here, it says total memory and use, but I'm pretty sure you guys can't read this, so you type pre-h, which will make you human readable, and basically tells you easier, like 517 megabytes used and 1.5 free. My computer's only 2 gigabytes. Yours might be like 3 or 4 or 8, depending on what system you're using. And now the htop one, you just type htop, and it basically loads up. It's basically like task manager, if you will, from Windows, and this is a little easier to understand. It tells you what's using actually the most RAM and the most memory. And as you can see, mine's a simple screen recorder because I'm currently recording this, but yours shouldn't say screen recording unless you're actually recording. But if you're running like a Minecraft server, it should tell you like the JavaScript. Not the JavaScript, the shell command that you use to start it up. And so yeah. And now, if you're like me, you probably don't want to use a computer to actually manage your servers, your website, or anything that you install. So you might want to actually run this terminal screen from another computer. And the way you would do that is a little tricky. The first command you should write is sudo apt-get install, and then you're gonna type openssh-server. This command will install the SSH servers, which make it open, so you can open it up from another computer. This will only work if you're connected to the same. Actually, no, it doesn't. It works with any as long as you're anywhere. So basically, you can run it from your phone, your friend's computer, or your phone. If you find an app that you can run the SSH. So you want to install this. It's gonna go really fast, and it's gonna ask Y or no. When you're gonna click Y, which means yes, and you're gonna install this. This is actually gonna take quite a while. So actually, be right back when this is actually done installing it. This is the one thing that I need to install. So actually, no, it seems to be going fast. It actually depends on how your internet is, like I said. So once it's finished installing, I'll teach you guys the next thing. Actually, I'll be back when it's finished installing. And I'm back. And now that you have this installed, you're done for this thing. Sorry about that. And then you wanna get your IP so you connect to it from another device. So the command you're gonna type is IP space ADDR. This will basically show everything, all your IPs and all that. It's basically like typing IP config on your Windows computer. So you're gonna enter that, and you're gonna actually scroll down over here, and you're gonna see a little close to the bottom. You're gonna see inet and then 192.168. It should start with those 3 numbers. Those 6 numbers, and you're gonna get 192.168.1.86. Yours is gonna be different. Yours is gonna be different from the end, and then so you wanna write this command, this IP down, or copy it, and then but you're gonna need to go this command on the computer. And if you want to open this from another computer or another device, this computer needs to be on 24/7 basically. So like if you want to connect to your server from another computer, you need to have this computer on running. If you want to have a website up, you need to have this computer running. This is basically gonna be like the server that you basically rent, and their server actually stay up all the time. So your server needs to stay up all the time, or else if your computer's turned off, you basically won't be able to connect to the Minecraft server, CSGO server, your website. None of it will work unless you have a computer on. It doesn't have to have the terminal open, but it needs to have the computer on. As long as the computer's on, you can connect to it. So you're gonna get this IP. You might want to write it down, and then I'll be right back when you're gonna get this IP, and then you're gonna go to your other computer, and I'll show you guys from there. So I'll meet you guys there. Okay guys, I'm back, and now that you're on your separate computer, you can install the server, and you want to go download a program. The name of this program is Putty. I have it right here, but I'm gonna show you guys where to find it. So sorry about this. So you just want to open up your internet browser and just look up Putty. Just look it up in Google, and the first link is gonna be chiarkgreenin.org.uk. This is the one that you want to download. So you're gonna go ahead and go to this website. You would download the first one, putty.exe. You don't need to worry about any of this. Just go ahead and download the first one. The cool thing about this program is you don't need to install it really. It's just like a program that you can basically take on USB drive and open it anywhere you want. So once you download that program, it's basically just gonna download this file right here, and you just go open it and run it. Okay, you're not gonna have any of this but default settings. I just installed all this because I have a whole bunch of other servers. So now the first thing you want to do is get the IP that I told you guys to keep track of and write it down right here where it says hostname or IP address. So you're gonna go ahead and write that IP down. So 192.168 was mine. Hold up, sorry. 168.1.86, and our port is 22. So just leave it be, and then connection type SSH. And then something you could do to keep track of it, and you don't have to keep rewriting this all the time. You could save it over here, save sessions. Just save it as I'll just save it as tutorial. You guys could save it as whatever you want, and then you click save. And then next time you open it up, next time you open up Putty, you're gonna click run, and you're gonna click the one that you just saved, which is nice right here. You just double click it, and it opens up. Okay, now you're gonna log in as a username that you have in your computer, the computer username actually, not your username. So mine was in the computer was, I believe, was hacker, and then you're gonna type in the password. Your guys is gonna be different. Okay, he was not hacker. Okay, be right back. Let me go get my username, but you guys should get this. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just totally forgot my username. I had hacker and a no capitalized. Capitalized will mess you up, so make sure you write the correct capitals, and you're gonna type in your password, your system password again, like so, and it basically just gives you access to your Linux computer. And now that you have this done, you're basically done. You can access your server from here. And now another thing you might want to do, like let's say you have a website, you have a Minecraft server, or you have a basically any type of server. Let's say you want to upload files. I mean, you could just go to your old computer and install the files manually, but let's say you have the files on this computer. So what you need to do is gonna be something different. You're gonna need this username, and you will need this IP. So make sure you still keep track of that. And then what you want to do is go to the internet and just look up Filezilla. I recommend Filezilla. You could use another FTP program. FTP Filezilla works fine for me, and it works fine for a lot of people. So I recommend this one. I'll link you guys' website in the description. You're gonna go ahead and download Filezilla client and install it. Not that hard to install. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to install stuff. So once you have that installed, you want to go ahead and open up Filezilla wherever you saved it, right here. There's mine. And now what you're gonna do is sorry, open up the monitor. You're gonna go ahead in the host. You're gonna type in the IP that you got. So let me get mine. .86, I believe. And then you're gonna type in the same username that you used to log in and the same password. And the port again is 22. You can click quick connect, or you could just save it for later. Those are my other servers, by the way. You click file, and I believe you could save it somehow. Well, we'll just say once you click quick connect, you're gonna click. It's gonna pop this up. This is gonna be the same thing that pops up when you first connect to your server through this Putty thing. It might pop up the same thing. You're gonna click OK. It's just to trust your computer, and you have access to your basically all the files that your computer has. So you can basically edit any files. So see if I were to go to home, hacker, I could basically see everything that's on the desktop. I have one file on the desktop, and that's you can see right here. So that's basically the basics of hosting a server in your house. I will hopefully upload a tutorial about next week or tomorrow about how to make your own Minecraft server or how to make your own website. If you guys are interested in those tutorials, just make sure to subscribe. And if you guys want to suggest any tutorials for the future on a VPS or a Ubuntu type server, just make sure to leave in the description, the comments. I could do servers like CSGO, basically any type of server in general. Just tell me, now I'll look it up and I'll try to do a video for you guys. So that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and peace.